You must have come across these advertisements on sunscreen. Have you ever applied this cream? Well, you might have or might not have applied this artificial sunscreen, but you're definitely under a natural sunscreen. This natural sunscreen is actually a protective layer of the Earth's atmosphere. Do you know where is it present and what it is called? If you remember, while discussing about stratosphere, I mentioned that there is a region in stratosphere which has high concentration of ozone. And this zone which has high concentration of ozone is called ozonosphere, or simply ozone layer. Ozone layer lies at an altitude of 15 to 30 km above the Earth's surface. So this lower part of stratosphere is called ozone layer, and this extension is from 15 to 30 km above the Earth's surface. Now, an important function of ozone is that it does not allow the harmful UV rays of the sun to enter the Earth, and therefore ozone acts as the planet's natural sun block. So ozone layer is the natural sunscreen of the Earth. So this layer of stratosphere has high concentration of ozone and it is called ozone layer. But what is ozone? Ozone is a gas molecule that is composed of 3 atoms of oxygen. Now look at this picture. In this picture we can see one molecule of ozone, and here we can see that one molecule of ozone consists of 3 atoms of oxygen, 1, 2, 3. So here each circle represents one atom of oxygen and together they form one molecule of ozone. So chemically we can represent ozone as O3. So this O3 represents one molecule of ozone. Now how will you identify ozone? We can identify ozone by its physical properties, that is by its color and odor. Now ozone is a pale blue gas. Also ozone has an irritating odor or a pungent smell. So by these physical properties we can identify ozone gas. Ozone was discovered by a German scientist called Christian Friedrich Schüben. So this person discovered ozone in 1840. So in the year 1840, ozone was discovered by this German scientist. And as I just mentioned, ozone is a gas molecule that is composed of 3 atoms of oxygen. So now let us see how ozone is formed. Now before we proceed with our lesson, let us try to answer this. Ozone is a gas molecule that is composed of 3 atoms of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen or chlorine. Well, the correct answer is oxygen. We just learned that 3 atoms of oxygen combines to form one molecule of ozone. So the correct answer is oxygen. So we just learned that an ozone is a combination of 3 atoms of oxygen. So ozone is formed from oxygen. Now this is a molecule of oxygen which is composed of 2 atoms of oxygen. Now when a molecule of oxygen absorbs UV photons, it splits into 2 separate atoms of oxygen. Now this newly formed atom of oxygen is too timid to stay alone. So it quickly makes friendship with a molecule of oxygen and thus forms one molecule of ozone. So this is how an ozone is formed. Now a molecule of ozone absorbs the harmful UV rays. So when ozone absorbs the harmful UV rays, it splits into a molecule of oxygen and an atom of oxygen. Now this atom of oxygen again combines with the molecule of oxygen and forms a molecule of ozone. So this process goes on as ozone molecule further splits into a molecule of oxygen and an atom of oxygen. So this is how the balance of ozone is maintained in the stratosphere layer by the process of creation and destruction. So in the previous videos, we saw how ozone is formed in stratosphere by the absorption of UV rays. We initially saw that a molecule of oxygen splits into two separate atoms of oxygen on absorbing UV rays. And further, this lone atom of oxygen combines with a molecule of oxygen and forms a molecule of ozone. Now again, this molecule of ozone splits into a molecule of oxygen and an atom of oxygen on absorbing UV photons. So here we see that the molecules splits or decomposes on absorbing light or photons. So this chemical process in which there is a decomposition or separation of molecules by absorbing light is called photolysis. Now the word photolysis is actually a combination of two separate words, that is photo and lysis, where photo means light and lysis means decomposition. So this chemical process that involves decomposition or separation of molecules in the presence of light is called photolysis. Now where does this light comes from? We can get the light naturally, or there is a natural source of light, and that is UV rays. Now apart from the UV rays of the sun, there is another natural source of the light, and that is lightning. So during lightning, what happens is that oxides of nitrogen is produced. Now you will be surprised to know that a flash of lightning produces 2 kgs of oxides of nitrogen on an average. Now this oxides of nitrogen reacts with the oxygen molecule present in the air and forms ozone. So this is how ozone is produced from a natural light source. Now ozone can also form due to artificial or man-made light source, and that is electrical sparks in motors or machineries. Now these motors or machineries are found in factories. So during the daily activities of factory works, these electrical sparks are produced, and these electrical sparks produces oxides of nitrogen. Now these oxides of nitrogen again reacts with the oxygen molecule present in air and forms ozone. So we just learned that ozone is formed due to a natural light source, or it may be also formed due to a man-made light source. So till now we have discussed what is ozone and how is it formed. Now let's discuss about the significance or importance of ozone. A prime importance of ozone is that it absorbs the harmful UV rays coming from the sun. So in presence of ozone in stratosphere, the UV rays coming from the sun cannot enter the earth. So ozone blocks or does not allow the UV rays to trespass the earth's atmosphere, and therefore ozone protects us from these harmful UV radiations. In fact, these UV radiations are indeed very harmful, as they can damage our eyesight and can also cause skin disorders. Another function of ozone is that it absorbs the excessive heat of the sun. Now, while absorbing these harmful UV rays, ozone also absorbs the excessive heat coming from the sun. Thus, ozone helps to maintain an optimum temperature on the Earth's surface. So, these are the importance of ozone. So, in today's video, we have discussed about ozone. We have learned that ozone is a combination of 3 atoms of oxygen. Then we have also discussed how ozone is formed. And finally, we have discussed about the importance and significance of ozone. Now let me tell you that we will not be able to enjoy these benefits of ozone for long because the ozone layer is becoming thinner or it is depleting. So in our next video, we will discuss in details about the depletion of ozone layer. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers or to get access to our 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million-plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubt resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, but it's rewarding too. So register for free now.